Hey everyone, what's up? This is Always Me Feet Eater. This is my review of Sunset Riders for the Super Nintendo. This game was originally released by Konami in 1991 in the arcades, but was ported to the SNES in August of 1993. Some changes were made to the Super Nintendo port of this game, however it still remains mostly arcade perfect. Some of these changes included the reduction of co-op from being 4 players to 2 players, featuring less than amazing graphics and sound compared to the arcade version anyways. Censorship on fighting Native Americans and dogs, as well as dressing women more conservatively. Not too many changes from the arcade version, and this still remains the most faithful port of the arcade version to date. Make no mistake, however, I still feel like the graphics in Sunset Riders are great. Colors pop off the screen, sprites look detailed, and this is just a very colorful look on the old Wild West. This game still holds up great today in the graphical department. The sound, however, does not hold up nearly as well. While it's still serviceable and decent, it doesn't stand out. The tunes are not memorable, and the sound effects sound muffled. The most important aspect of any video game, in my opinion, is the gameplay, and in Sunset Riders it really is a mixed bag for me. The solid controls presented in Sunset Riders is definitely something I should mention, because this game just controls extremely well. It's extremely responsive, it has a slide button unlike the Sega Genesis version, and overall the controls just work extremely well for Sunset Riders, and that is a huge plus in a game like this. Even with solid controls, the gameplay still does not hold up as well as many may think. First of all, the level design is bland. After about the first 4 levels, you will feel like you're playing the same levels you've already played once or twice before. They do little to nothing to innovate themselves, and it just feels like you're going through the motions. Not helping this at all is the fact that this game has an extremely cheap difficulty, because from being an arcade port, it's kind of expected you have a cheap difficulty, but not helping this game whatsoever is the fact that you have limited lives. And not helping that fact is the fact that if you want to get the ending, you have to beat this game on hard. So basically, if you want to get the true ending to this game, you're going to have to bust your ass, because you are going to have to learn every last inch of this game. And that would be fine if this game was challenging. But the thing is, this game is all about trial and error. It's not challenging, it's just cheap. And that, in my opinion, is never a good sign for a good video game. This game is still a blast. And I think the most tragic thing about Sunset Riders for the SNES is the fact that Konami never bothered to bring 4-player co-op to the Super Nintendo, because that, in my opinion, would have made this game a lot more memorable for many gamers, and I think that would have been more necessary here than say in a game like Turtles in Time. Another thing that helps out the gameplay is the fact that there's 2 distinct types of cowboys you can play as. You can either be a pistol-wielding cowboy that shoots only 1 shot but it's powerful, or you can be a shotgun-wielding cowboy which shoots 3 bullets but they're not as powerful as the pistol. Also, the 2 power-ups in this game, which you find by collecting sheriff badges, the ability to dual-wield weapons and rapid-fire weapons, are both really fun and definitely take out some of the frustration Sunset Riders provides. Now, the replay value of this game is fairly high, because while this game may only be an hour long, the fact that you have to beat this game on hard to get the true ending, that's definitely going to take you quite a few hours, because this game definitely requires a lot of memorization. So overall, I give Sunset Riders a 6 out of 10. Now that may shock some of you, but I'm still saying this game is a slightly above average game. And if you are a die-hard Contra fan or a die-hard Konami fan, this game is definitely a worthy piece in your collection. Now, a slight problem with Sunset Riders is the fact that it goes for, at its cheapest, $30 on eBay. And while that didn't factor in my score whatsoever, that does make it harder for me to recommend if you're just curious about this game. What we really need, Konami, is for you guys to release the arcade version to the Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network, is I guarantee that would be one of the best games on the service. So overall, Sunset Riders gets a 6 out of 10, and this review was for B-Flast, and I will definitely leave a link to his channel in the description because he does some awesome GoldenEye speedruns. He has some music on there. You guys will love this guy, so check him out. This is my review for Sunset Riders. So this is Only Me Feet saying, look ma, no hands. Later. Wait, is that NASA 1? Nah, he wouldn't camp like that.